Hello everyone. As it turns out, you guys really liked my previous video about how visual kei is portrayed in the media. And so, as promised, or I don't know if I promised it or not, but as I said, I decided to make part 2, and maybe there will also be potentially part 3. Maybe, we'll see. One thing that I need to point out, in the previous video, whenever I finish talking about one piece of media, I would rate how well it portrays visual kei on a scale from 0 to 10. I won't do this time. I just don't think that it's necessary. I did it a little bit half-assed, and I think I'd rather you make up your own opinions on this stuff. And yeah, another thing to mention, almost all of these entries, all except one, come from your suggestions from the comments. So if you know any other media that weren't mentioned in this or the previous video, please leave them in the comments down below, and they might be used for part 3. I'm sorry for this kind of mumbling, but I'm speaking a little bit off script right now. Thank you to Mumble Honey for supporting me on Patreon. Yes, we are down from 3 to 1. And let's get into the video. Oresama is a 2004 film about a visual kei musician going back in time to 1984. It's considered to be a semi-biographical film about Miyavi, who stars as the main character whose name is also Miyavi.
いや、いい名前だね。俺はMiyavi。優雅のって書いて。
By the way, I'm pretty sure that this is the first time I mentioned Miyavi on this channel. He encounters a guy with an Ozzy Osbourne shirt, which I just wanted to mention because I like Ozzy Osbourne, and impresses him with his guitar skills so much that he instantly becomes his best friend forever. Oresama was Miyavi's first real acting role 10 years before he started appearing in more professional productions. In 2010, the film was released in the US. You can find it on YouTube with English subtitles, just look up its name. It's a fun watch if you like Miyavi. Thank you to Redmoon420 and Horace Bones for commenting about this film. Osomatsu-san is a comedy anime series for adults. According to a comment left by Koperek, I really like that name, there are a few references to X-Japan and Hide in the anime. I was able to find 2 episodes that reference X-Japan. I don't know if there are any more. As I said, I only found these 2. In episode 4 of season 1, titled This is Totoko, a character Ichimatsu is just like Hide.
Oh! 聞いてみよう。これはやばい。すっげえ見てくんだけど。いじっちゃダメだよね。絶対ダメ。殺しに来るよ。っていうか、トトコちゃんは
And in episode 9, Jushimatsu falls in love. Jushimatsu is just like Toshi. And this gets a little confusing for me, but there seems to be official Osomatsu-san alternate universes. I'm not at all familiar with the franchise, so I don't really know how this works. I guess it might be a bit of a Star Wars Legends situations, if you know what that is. Anyway, there are Osomatsu-san mobile games that include alternate universes set for characters. Two sets for the Hesokuri Wars game, named Band and Band Broken Knight, make the characters look like a Visual Kei band. I wonder if this one was inspired by Mana. Another Visual Kei set, this time named Visual Kei Band, was planned for the Shimamatsu game, but according to the Osomatsu-san AU wiki, it was unreleased, and the game has ceased its service in 2018. But this time the wiki does say who the characters are parodying. There's Kozi of Malice Miser, Toshi of X-Japan, Kaoru of Duran Grey, Kami of Malice Miser, Yoshiki of X-Japan, and someone. Does anyone know who this could be? Please let me know in the comments. By the way, I apologize to Osomatsu-san fans if what I said about the universes was completely wrong. A piece of media that I should have mentioned in my first video on this topic is the 2019 film Fly Me to the Saitama, or Tonde Saitama in Japanese. It's set in a world in which Japanese people are discriminated based on what prefecture they were born in. It does not really have anything specifically to do with Visual Kei, but I've seen it brought up in discussions regarding Visual Kei movies. Why that is because it stars Gect as the main character, and some people in the film are dressed in a pretty Visual Kei style. And it also has a Yoshiki cameo. Well, sort of, he's on a banner. What surprised me is that the actress that played Gect's boyfriend has also played in Shogun. I don't know why that surprised me, I just wanted to mention that. Sket Dance is an anime about a high school club helping the students and teachers at the school. A few episodes feature a character named Dante, who's a Visual Kei fan and a vocalist for the band Jardin, which is popular among the students of the school.
コミュニケーションを取るのが下手ってまたそんな話か。で、名前は？名前教えてくれよ、名前。打天使。おい、変な喋り方してねえでちゃんと喋れよ。もう一回聞くぞ、名前は？ダンテ。なんて？今ダンテ言うやろ。微妙に変えんなや。やめろ、姫子、手を出すな。ちゃんと立てって言え。ほんでフォワードもいちいちうるさい。
The band's other members are Rodan, Geta, and Dari.
伊達くんってね、ビジュアル系のバンドに憧れてて、会話もそっち系を意識しているっていうか、あえて短い言葉で分かりにくい表現をしちゃう人なの。めんどくさ！高校生にもなって普通に喋られへんのかい？
Dante's character is inspired by Gect, and he is also voiced by him. His first appearance is in episode 15. Thank you to Gactology for suggesting this one. Show by Rock is an anime adaptation of a rhythm game of that same name. One of the main bands of this series is Shingan Crimsons, and it is a pretty Visual Kei band. Thank you to AVR039 for suggesting this entry.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it.
One of the main characters of the Persona 2 Innocent Sin video game is Eikichi Mishina, who is a member of a Visual Kei band. And he's also dressed in a Visual Kei style. He also appears as an NPC in a direct sequel to Innocent Sin, titled Eternal Punishment. And he has a small cameo in Persona 3. And since Gothic Lolita culture is pretty much directly related to Visual Kei, I'll also mention that Persona 3 has a Gothic Lolita character, Chidori Yoshino. This entry was suggested by Dimani, or Sweet Home Alabama 6395. Thank you. Crayon Shin-chan is the best-selling manga series in history. Izam, the vocalist of Shazna, lent his likeness and voice for a cameo in the 6th film based on the series, titled Crayon Shin-chan Blitzkrieg Pig's Hoof Secret Mission. And holy hell, he looks absolutely great in that Earth style. Thank you, you're absolutely right, bro, I'm just walking here. Thank you for the suggestions.
はーい、イザムでーす。
綺麗なお姉さん。
感激、私大ファンなんです。
どうもありがとう。
ほらもうたった今ファンになりました。
しんちゃん勘違いしてない？イザムは男なのよ。
男。
そう、男。
こんなに綺麗なのに。
綺麗な男がいたっていいでしょ。
チンチンあるの？
ありまーす。
じゃあそういうことで。
待って、美しさに男も女も関係ない。だってあなたのときめきは事実だから。
In the End is a manga made by Pink Psycho, a pen name for Visual Kei musicians Nheira and Heath. It is a boys' love drama described as a punk rock bishonen. You can find a playlist with videos of this manga translated to English on YouTube, uploaded by Razor Blades. Having watched a part of said videos, I can definitely see that one of the characters looks and dresses Visual Kei-ish. Thank you to Mana-sama, Place of Worship emoji, for this suggestion. They've also mentioned the Malice Miser manga Premiere. It is a fan doujinshi manga about two brothers, Kami and Gekt, living in a castle in France with their butler Yuki. One day they're approached by a peddler Kozi, who presents them with an android mate Mana. I just copied what I said in the Malice Miser iceberg video. Visual Prison is an anime about vampire Visual Kei musicians. Sounds pretty interesting and the character design is cool. Oh well, I guess it wasn't very positively received by the Visual Kei community. Well, at least it has a cameo of Golden Bomber members. Thank you KT for the suggestion, and yeah, as you said, it's just idol bands, really. According to Magi, the manga Tomorrow I'll Be Somebody's Girlfriend includes some references to Visual Kei. I didn't find any info on this by simply googling. I've skimmed through a few chapters, but nothing specifically caught my attention. I'll be thankful if someone in the comments could tell me what references there are, because, well, I'll be honest, I don't really like reading manga. User Horasebon suggested two movies other than Oresama: Rockers from 2003 and The Legend of the Stardust Brothers. By simply looking at the screen caps, I'm not 100% sure if the styles presented in those movies could be considered visual kei. I'm sorry I didn't have time to watch them, and this video is a bit rushed, I'll admit it. But The Legend of the Stardust Brothers stars Issei, who would later become a vocalist of Dersey Bed. Thank you for the suggestions. If I watch the films later and find something in them that's interesting, I might include them in a potential part 3 of this little VK media series. And that would be it for this video. I'm sorry that it's a bit shorter than usual. But, as I said before, it was a bit rushed. I'm sorry, I felt like I needed to take a little break. I hadn't uploaded for like a bit over a month. Not that I have time, I just wanted to get something out. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, despite of how rushed it was. Once again, thank you to Mumble Honey for supporting me on Patreon. Once again, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.